Welcome to another video from DIY Daily. Just going to put a quick video together today, just running you through the fix for a really common issue on this 2018 Ford Transit Custom. Basically the rear door is really stiff on it, it's a really common issue. The driver's door on this one's actually really nice and free, so we're not going to do anything with that side, but the passenger door is really stiff. We'll just show you that in a minute. So we're going to attempt this repair, just show you how we do it, and just run you through it. Been meaning to do this for a little while. It's bank holiday weekend, we've got a day off, so I thought I'd attempt this at home this morning rather than getting it done in the workshop. But basically, the correct and official way to fix it is to obviously put some new hinges on it. You can only get the hinges from Ford, but they're really expensive. They just come straight metal, so you do need to get them painted as well, which adds to the price. Now on this one, it does appear to be the bottom hinge that's worse than the top hinge. When you're opening it, you can see it's really stressing this hinge. It's actually moving the actual back of the hinge rather than just pivoting on the joint there, but I'll just show you that in a minute. But we are going to attempt to do the repair on the top and the bottom hinge as well. So yeah, I'll just mount the camera up now and just quickly show you just how stiff this rear door is. The driver's door, really nice and free. You can just pivot that and it will just keep swinging. If you come to the passenger side, really stiff. Yeah, sort of force it open. If you're trying to do something where you've got something in one hand, it's always a bit awkward. Just pull the strap off, past where the check strap point is, where it doesn't move that often. It's even stiffer again as well. You can just see really rigid there, and as you're shutting it, sort of springing back. And if I just show you the hinge, just look at the top hinge there as you do it. You just see sort of pivoting. It looks a little bit stiff there, but if you just come to the bottom one, you'll just see how much stress it's causing on the hinge there, where it's pushing it and rocking the main bit of the hinge as well, which is obviously stressing the hinge there. So yeah, let's get started now, see if we can have a go at getting it fixed. So what we're going to do, just need a drill. I'm going to do it with a 5mm drill bit. Can use a little bit smaller bit if you want, but in the past I've done it with a 5mm bit. I just find it's a good size for it. But really, as long as it's big enough to fit like a nozzle through from a spray can, that'll do. We've got some WD-40 and we've got some grease as well. But yeah, all we're going to do, basically with the door open, just going to get it slightly past the pivoting point there. And then we're just going to put a tiny little hole just in this bit there. Don't want it too close to the top to sort of leave some strength on the hinge. We'll probably do it about 5mm down. And we're just going to put it in about this section there. So we'll just have a go at drilling it now. And then we'll show you once we've got it drilled. And we're going to do the same then on the bottom hinge down there as well. Now, as you're drilling it, this piece will be quite soft. So you'll sort of feel, as you go through, you'll feel it. Once it gets sort of, you'll just feel it go through. It's a bit hard to explain it, but you will sort of feel it with the drill. And it goes, once you hit the pin's really hard steel. So you'll definitely know the difference when you've gone through. But you can obviously keep checking it as you're doing it as well. So yeah, let's just have a go now and just see if we can get a little hole in there. Alright, so we've just got both the holes just through now. Now, because of the sort of dome on the end of your drill bit, sometimes you'll see it just sort of goes through just on the very centre piece, that's all. But as long as you can get access into the pin, you'll be able to get your spray directly into it. As you can keep trying with these bits, but you never really get it into the joint there. It's really hard to get it to soak through, and if you do get it a little bit freer, it don't tend to last 5 minutes. With this, you can just keep coming back to it if you need to, and we'll just keep lubricating it up. If I just show you when the door's shut now as well, if you do, just put it right on that inside bit. Even when the door's shut, it's sort of tucked to the inside of the hinge there. Once you've got some grease in there as well, it won't really stand out. You can just see on the bottom one again, even less on that one. So yeah, let's just give it a bit of a lube up now and just see if we can get it moving a bit. It's going to be a little bit of a case now. As you keep doing it, I'll just mount the camera up while we're doing it. But basically, just keep spraying it with some WD. Just keep working it loads and loads, and you'll keep getting loads of like rusty sort of residue coming out. So, but let's just have a go at it and see if we can get it freed up. So just skipped through and speeded through some of that, but I was actually working that for a good nearly 10-15 minutes, just working it sort of full stretch all the way around and back closed. And then your main sort of stiff bits where you can't go past it, so like the pivot point here, sometimes you just sort of keep the pin in and just keep working it close on that bit. But you can see already that's loads freer now, whereas before obviously that bit you couldn't do that. As soon as you popped it open, you had to just literally pry it back open, whereas now it's really nice and free. But you will find as well, now that you can access it and get some WD-40 in there, as the longer that it's left and was a bit more soaking in it, it will just keep getting better and better. And if you ever need to, you can just re-access it just to keep putting a bit more spray in it, keep lubing it up, and then just seal it off with a bit of grease. So let's just look at the holes now. I'll just show you the hinge as well. If you just, as you're opening and closing it now, you can see it's not actually pushing the back of the hinge back anymore. So I think it's still a little bit stiff. It definitely will get a bit better, but obviously that's 10 times better than it was now. You definitely couldn't just swing it to and shut it like that. So I think we might just see a bit of residue. I've sort of cleaned it off a bit on the last one there, but as I was doing it, it's getting loads of like black gunk coming out the hole just as I was spraying it in. And I did just sort of lube just on the inside bits there as well, just as sort of the rust comes out. It tends to come out the galleyways there, so just spray in there and tends to clean it out a little bit. What we're going to do now is just sort of force a bit of grease in just in the hole there, just to seal it up and waterproof it. Now you can as well, just for now while I'm concentrating on freeing it off, I just like to just spray WD-40 in there and then just seal it with the grease. But you can get like spray greases as well. Sometimes after a little while, once I've got it nice and free, I might just try and get a bit of spray grease in there as well. It's just a little bit more watery than just normal grease. So but yeah, just for now I'll just get some grease sealed up on it and just finish the job off. That's it, it's just sealed it up, and you can always just keep checking it sort of every few weeks if you want, and just if it does look like it's washed the grease out, so obviously you can just keep forcing a bit of grease in there just till it sort of covers over it properly. But if you really want to do, I don't tend to do it, I like to just leave them like this so I can just keep lubricating them really easily. But you could, if you really wanted to, just tap a tiny thread in there and put some sort of blank in there, but you don't really need to. As long as you've got a bit of grease in there sealing it up, it's quite a protected area right at the back there, it's not too bad. Let's just get that final shut. And you can just see, just from the outside there, you barely notice that on the back there, and it saved a massive cost of new hinges and getting them painted as well. Sort of see on this bottom one where it was worse, and a lot more of the rusty residues come out there as well. But yeah, that's got it working absolutely spot on now. We've been to do that little job for a while, so nice little job out of the way. Yeah, hope you liked the video. If you did, give it a quick thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.